Jennifer Renfro, BC322, Final Project, Jones International University. Welcome, brothers. All of you know me. I'm glad to see that you could make it today. Please take your seats, make yourselves comfortable, and I will make this as quick as possible. At Coghlan Construction, our most valued resources are our employees and our customers. Coghlan Construction is dedicated to providing a safe and healthy work environment for our employees and our customers. We are concerned with protecting the public, preserving Coghlan Construction's properties and assets. In order to achieve an accident-free workplace, an organized and effective safety program must be carried out company-wide. So the safety and health guidelines that you have all been given on your pamphlet, these are to assist our employees in controlling hazards which will minimize employee and customer injuries, damage to customers' property, and damage to Coghlan Construction's property. Our goal is to unite our employment team so that production runs smoother and our clients are satisfied with the product that they have received. All employees are required to follow these guidelines. It is your responsibility and ours to make this program work. You are a valued member of the team and we care about your safety. As far as health and safety requirements, in that pamphlet that you were given, it explains that all employees will comply with the provisions of the OSHA Health Act of 1970. Therefore, any employee who knowingly commits an unsafe condition or disregards the safety policy will be dismissed. You will be discharged from the company, no longer have a job here. You have to follow these rules or you will be fired. The grounds for immediate discharge are use of drugs and alcohol, fighting, theft, willful damage to property, failure to wear your eye protection. You have been told to put your eye protection on and you refuse, you will be fired. No horseplay and failure to notify us of a hazardous condition. So if you know something that's dangerous and then somebody gets in it and they are hurt, you are responsible and you will be fired. It is important that you report all accidents and injuries to us immediately. Coghlan Construction can learn how to prevent these accidents from occurring in the future. It's our responsibility to investigate the incident, and it's your responsibility it's your responsibility to report them when they occur. We do provide first aid medical treatment. We have a first aid kit behind the seat of the work truck. Some of you drive your vehicles, some of you ride in the work truck. There's always a work truck on the job. There is a Coghlan Construction work vehicle on every job at all times. And behind the seat of that vehicle is a first aid kit. If you are injured, report it to someone, your supervisor, and then go to the work truck and get the first aid kit out. You have safety rights and responsibilities. You have the right to a safe workplace free from dangers. So if you have any questions, know that you're more than welcome to ask somebody, and it can be fixed. You have the right to know about the hazards, which was what I was just explaining. You have the right to question any instruction which requires you to disobey a safety rule. So if someone tells you to do something that you know is against the rules, you have a right to question that. If you're afraid or don't want to question the person that has given you that direct order, then go above them, go to a main supervisor, or come into the office and report it to me. You have the responsibility, let me go back, you have the right to freedom from retaliation for demanding your rights. So if you have a problem with something, don't feel like you can't come to the office, and don't worry about being fired or having problems out on the job. It will be kept between us and it will be dealt with. Your responsibility is to report all injuries and illnesses Always follow the safety rules. Report any hazards you see. Help your co-workers recognize unsafe areas or conditions. If you see that they've done something unsafe or that they're about to do something unsafe, then let them know. Don't let somebody hurt themselves. And you have the responsibility to ask about a rule. If you don't understand it or if you're not sure, then you should ask. It's your responsibility. As far as hand tool safety, wear protective equipment that's necessary for the job that you're performing. Discuss any required equipment with your supervisor. Certain tools have certain safety hazards and safety devices on them. If you don't know how to use those devices, then ask your supervisor. Defective tools must not be used, so if you have a cord on your saw that has been cut and then someone has taped it back together, you are not to use that saw. Put it down, get another one out of the truck. Check all the wiring on the tools and make sure that you have a 3-prong plug. Hand saws are sharp, very sharp. Some of you have had experiences with that. Make sure that your tools are cleaned after you're finished for the day. Get all the dust, dirt off of your hand saws every morning. I want to be sure that everyone puts your machine oil on the blade and in the components that it's supposed to go in, on your nail guns, etc. When you're cutting with the saw, make sure that your board is flat and that it is secured. We don't want your saw bouncing off and cutting you, and we don't want the board flying up and hurting you either. When you are lifting, okay, we need to discuss material handling. When you're lifting, I need you to lift properly. Bend down, lift with your legs, not with your back. Never twist your upper body when you're carrying a load, and if it is a big load, don't try to play Superman. Get somebody to help you. Make sure that there are no sharp objects, corners, nails, or anything else sticking out of the material you're lifting. We don't want you to be injured. At Coghlan Construction, we will be implementing methods to eliminate hazards and implementing procedures for safe work. So you're going to look over your pamphlets and you're going to start following OSHA's rules and the rules that Coghlan Construction has added for your safety and the safety of others. Excuse me. Safe work will be done through training, correction of unsafe performance, and compliance through the disciplinary system. You will be offered a first-time warning when you are caught doing something you're not supposed to be doing. So you'll get the first-time warning. The second time you'll be called into the office and we will have a discussion with James. And then after that, if you are in trouble a third time for disregarding rules, you will be discharged. All employees involved in correcting a hazardous situation will be, you'll get a reward for that. We will appreciate everything that's done. These procedures and rules are pretty much self-explanatory. If there's anything that you don't understand, I will be happy to go over them with you. The pamphlet that I handed out as you came in is pretty well detailed, and it's got a few funny characters in it. We won't name any certain names, but thank you for everyone coming. Thank you for looking over this, and like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you, and y'all have a good day.